I'm ashamed that as a journalist in Alabama for decades, I never heard of Roy Moore's predilection for teenage girls. Or if I did, the claims flitted in and out of my head so fast, they never got the proper attention. But they're there now, from 4 believable women in the Washington Post, backed up by 30 sources, that despite real attempts from all sides, have not been discredited. They're there in the stunning words of Beverly Young Nelson, who told of a sexual assault by Moore when she was barely 16 years old. They're in the words of other women who say Moore's behavior in the 70s and 80s was common knowledge. They're there, but if the people of Alabama look at those facts at all, too many dismiss them as political. Why now, they say. Why now? If they bother to listen to the powerful words of Nelson at all, they insult and demean her and make her a villain for failing to accuse a powerful man of assault. Why come forward now, they say, as if they've been living in a cave. Alabama's leaders do not lead. They follow like cowards. Representative Mo Brooks comes right out and says his politics is more important than Roy Moore's character. Secretary of State John Merrill says Moore is still his guy. Republican congressmen hide in their holes and say nothing because they fear voters more than they fear the God they wear on their sleeves. Only Jeff Sessions and Governor Kay Ivey had the backbone to even hint they believed Moore's accusers, and Ivey said she'd still vote for him because it's clear that politics has become more important than decency. They ought to be ashamed. We all ought to be ashamed. Why now, they ask. Why now? Because we live in an age when the sins of powerful men have reached a critical mass. We've come to a point where women have finally had enough. We're in the midst of an awakening, a critical moment in time when a woman who has suffered real wrongs can be believed. We ought to thank these women for finally finding courage to come forward. The evidence is strong and they are believable, but instead they suffer more. And again, I'm ashamed. For Reckon, I'm John Archibald.